get it going.
I feel like it's kind of rare that I see every single like one of the main seeds move on to the top 4, but here we are for, well, actually no, Marcus did make an upset as well as Mr. Mug. So 3 out of 4, that's pretty big, but the weird thing here, we got Jakal on the Sonic. Look at that, already starting off nice and fast.
Yes, he is. A good clean 42% and continuing to push that advantage in the corner. Those ledge traps from Sonic, I feel like they are slept on because everybody talks about his ability to run away, but no one talks about what happens when he gets in.
Oh, 100%. I think Jakal right now is showcasing that really well. Boom, back air, already a full stock. He is making Deltaforce look like a child right now.
Now, I'm really curious about Jakal's playstyle with this character because he is up a stock, and you do know the vibes.
I do know the vibes, Lentini, and it looks like we're going to see a little bit of those from Jakal. And that is the discipline you expect to see when you're fighting one of the best players in the world. But you know what? The minute the opportunity shows, he is lighting you up. 73, love the spin dash!
The call out! The call out on the jump, catching him with the back air. You know what I was about to say before Jakal did all that? You know, this man is allergic to the milk toast. He needs that sauce. He needs that spice. Doesn't matter if he's playing Wolf or if he's playing Sonic, it's going to come out. And boy, is it already coming out in this game number 1.
Bro is catering a full 9-course meal, and I'm here to eat it up. Jakal ready to go ahead and just take his time, pick his spot right, and boom. Now that he's found it, he goes on in. That is the power of Sonic with Deltaforce. Finally firing back a little bit, but you know what? I think the question becomes, what is he got ready for this next game? Because Jakal might be just killing him off at this ledge.
Deltaforce, like you said, starting to swing back here, had some great fade outs at the ledge to stay alive, avoiding that F tilt. And finally the up B as well, closing out of stock. But against Sonic with this much of a deficit, he's going to have to, talk about a Sisyphus moment, he's going to have to roll that boulder all the way up the hill.
Yes, sir, but he's doing a good job of starting to bring it back, utilizing, I love that position on the bomb to try to catch spin dash. But right here, pressuring the shield, trying to keep it nice and close. That's the thing, you don't want to give Jakal too much space, otherwise he's going to buy some time and find the spot.
Absolutely, but Deltaforce is buying himself some more damage. I feel like he's figured out a lot more of these neutral situations, getting those openings. And again, it's going to be really hard to come back in this first game, but if nothing else, just figuring out that adaptation to be ready for round 2.
Yes, sir. And right now, look at that. Just positioning nice in this mid-range, and Deltaforce is having a really scary time here. I like that he's kind of started to slow down and be a little bit more willing to play that slower pace with Jakal.
Agree. Also doing a very good job with, in that slow pace, using the boomerang and the bomb for pressure. Ooh, good call out on the second and third hits. Oh, there we go. If at first you succeed, just keep on doing it. And all of a sudden, Deltaforce.
Yeah, right as you were going to say it, he gets caught with that foot. That's the thing. Those legs weren't just built for running. They were meant for booting you out of the arena, and Jakal showcasing that beautifully. Lentini, kind of talk me through what you think Deltaforce might be bringing to this next game.
I think you really hit the nail on the head before when you were talking about slowing things down and playing at Jakal's speed. Sonic is the kind of character that kind of controls the game pace a lot of the time, especially when he has that advantage. And Deltaforce being willing to do those bomb setups, which we know he is fantastic at from his previous performances, and stacking that with the boomerang really did a good job of shutting down the approaches from Jakal.
I love the way you put it, and right now we're seeing a little bit of that. It's basically this nice little slow pace, but then he's positioning in a way to try to make Jakal feel very awkward on how to approach. At the same time, Jakal, though, doing a good job of just buying for stage control, and boom, we got the first little 3-piece going, 62% to 41. Not too bad so far.
Finally, that bomb off the table. I love how Deltaforce was just letting that sit in center stage, and you could see visibly in the movement how much pressure that was putting on Jakal because he felt like he couldn't back up as much as he wanted to.
Oh, 100%, but look at that, sneaking his way on through, and now just biding his time right there. It's kind of... Bro, some of those moments are kind of scary, but... Oh, whipping on the recovery, but still making it out alive.
Yeah, that was a great mix-up from Deltaforce. He's been historically fading back a lot throughout the first game, and now recognizing the conditioning there, able, excuse me, to fade in and get back to the stage for free. Jakal just not ready for it.
Oh, 100%. Bomb in play. Love the Nair to just light bump, and now look at this. Might be, yes, sir. First stock going over to Delta. Beautiful swing back into their favor compared to that first game.
Yeah, really great stuff to Deltaforce. I love to see this kind of adaptation. After that first couple of stocks of the first game, I'm sure there were some people in the chat, maybe a little bit myself as well, were like, this might be a 3-0 and a handshake, but Deltaforce certainly doesn't want those hands or those feet in the case of this Sonic, because, like we were saying before, my man is a kicker.
Yes, sir, but this edge guarding right now from Jakal, not finding the kill, but now 174 straight hits are going to be a big problem for Delta, so if you want extra credit to give yourself that space to play with, you gotta be very careful, but that Spring just doing so much damage out here.
Dive kick coming out. Jakal thinks he's playing some Street Fighter right now. Not able to kill, but there we go. The Tims finally hitting their mark.
Yes, sir. Love that boomerang pressure, though, coming out from Delta, but Jakal not quite able to find the space, and now finally resetting neutral, but immediately getting caught for it. Deltaforce just doing a really good job of just making it as awkward as possible for Jakal to find his spots, but once Jakal finds it, that's when we're seeing right here. He's going to dish out a lot of work.
Kind of a weird air dodge there from Jakal. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but now he's in a bad spot in the corner. And those fast fall nairs from Deltaforce are so scary with Link. Fun fact about this character, most characters, when they do a fast fall, they increase their fall speed by 60%, but not Link. With Link, it's 90%. So all of a sudden, my man is zooming. And that is so much pressure in the corner.
Just like Jakal zooming to the top of that blast zone, 47%. And you know what? Deltaforce is feeling really good. I am curious, though, because the big thing, I know West Coast, a lot of their top players, they'll play around with random characters for the fun of it. I'm curious if this might be a new pick for Jakal, or if he's just having fun and gloves are going to come off and Wolf is here to win the tournament.
That is always the question with top players. Personally, I have a Wolf secondary, so I'd love to see it coming out. But at the same time, this is some hype Sonic play. And those back airs, my goodness, I have never seen a Sonic who is so consistent with those back airs off stage.
Oh, 100%. He's been nailing them every time. And the spin dash usage, he gets right on through the boomerang. And look at that. He's just keeping the pressure on after it. The positioning has been immaculate from Jakal. And look at that. Boom, I'm catching you for the roll. You can't be making a mistake in this man's face, but Jakal biting the final stock there. Deltaforce, you know what? Beautiful fire back.
Yeah, you were talking about the amazing spacing from Jakal, and you're 100% right. But the way Deltaforce was able to have his own defensive spacing when he was in disadvantage, figuring a way out of this terrifying position in the corner against Sonic, getting that bomb throw, and then out of nowhere, just the dash attack mix-up. Jakal wasn't ready for it.
Absolutely immaculate and crazy change in tempo compared to what we expected out of game one. So love to see Deltaforce fighting back, but now Jakal, his turn to go ahead and show him what's up. Boom, up throw, up air. We are getting some beautiful links here as he dishes out 52% with that combo.
Yeah, my man is not only showing, he is telling right now, taking Deltaforce back to the first grade, and it is looking rough for this first stock.
Yes, sir. Bomb in hand. Oh!
That's going to be it.
You hate to see it, but you know what? I'm sure Jakal don't hate to see it. Full on 0 to death due to the SD there.
All right, chat, help me out. He's up a stock. You know the vibes. Let's see what Jakal can do with this. Last game, we saw Deltaforce come back really well from a deficit in the first game. Let's see if he can do it again, and maybe this time even take the victory with it.
I will say, look at that dash attack, grabbing the bomb too. He tried to put a little bit more pressure on, but Deltaforce just having really good awareness there. And now look at this. Doing a good job to just stay untouched and keep dishing out damage. 67. Finally, Jakal fires back a little bit.
Deltaforce taking some risks with those boomerangs. I've seen that come out a couple times. Sometimes it works okay, sometimes it doesn't. But just the raw boomerangs in Jakal's face. At this point in the game, I guess you have to play that risk-reward game. Ooh, good nair coming out from Deltaforce as well. But it's not working out too well for him right now. Jakal's continuing to run away with that lead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Side note, chat. If anybody knows, I need to know if this Sonic is going to be here to stay, because it's looking tight. I'm just curious now, you know? But you know what? Jakal, here to stay for a little bit longer, barely hanging on to that stock. 147% gets the spin dash through, but unable to connect. That could have been huge to go ahead and set off this game too, but Deltaforce still has a shot, but man, is it an uphill battle.
Yeah, he has got to get this kill. 149, Link a heavy hitter if there ever was one, but he can't get the hit. There we go, untechable.
Yeah, you stay on stage. You don't come after me over and over again like that. Nah, nah, nah. But you know what? Deltaforce still has a big mountain to climb, as mentioned before. And Jakal is willing to make it all the harder to pick his spots, as he is just willing to reset to that corner pressure. Boom, back air. Almost fighting the stock. Lentini, he made it through!
Yes, he did, but that back throw, not going to be enough. But you've seen this time and time again. What's the edge guard from Jakal? Good reset. Now he's got all the time in the world. The Tims once again closing out the stock. Great reaction from Jakal there.
Bro, that's just a Wolf F-tilt when you think about it. That would be...
for real.
Ooh!
I love seeing that from top players, where they have... Like, it's very clear that they play a different character most of the time, just from watching their secondaries.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you understood the use of this move. Yeah, I will say, Deltaforce looking in trouble here. Jakal, I love how he's just kind of checking Deltaforce. For the most part, we know Jakal is not wanting to approach, but then randomly, boom, he just comes up, grabs you, and now you're the one caught off guard because you were thinking he was going to play defensive. Nah, nah, nah. He's pushing you to the top. Can he find it?
Oh, yeah, we're not playing Escape from the City right now. We're playing Escape from Jakal because he is coming like the Iceman. My goodness, this pressure in the corner.
Absolutely beautiful. And I love Jakal respecting the upbeat, not trying to get caught up and lose his stock. Deltaforce, though, barely surviving here. Love the boomerang combo.
But he is still kicking. Got max rage. Don't sleep on Link with max rage.
No, sir. No, sir. But at the same time, looks like Jakal ain't too nervous.
No, he is not. Doesn't matter if you get hit by that fair there. Go all the way across the stage for your trouble. But you're Sonic. You're still alive. And now what's the edge guard? Okay, not going to kill, but reset.
Good boomerang. Hold up. Bomb in hand. Might be able to find it.
Ooh. He had to go low there. That was such great positioning from Deltaforce with the bomb. Really forced Jakal's hand. Wasn't quite able to get the execution. And now, this is not over.
Not at all. Deltaforce, I love the patience he's showing. But man, if he gets caught up with the wrong little thing there with that bomb, you're going to be dropping a stock. Jakal got it in hand. He could shut this down.
And it's not over yet, but now it is.
Right as you say it. Every time, dog. Every time.
Look, I know this is our life. We're commentators. We are going to dish out curses all night long. We might as well have a good time with it.
Call me the witch doctor because I be dishing out some curses, huh?
Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, indeed. That is exactly what Deltaforce was saying at the end of that last game. And now he is going to be saying it in the loser's bracket while Jakal moves on to winners finals.
Alrighty, which now we're going to be getting one of the other big hitters of the bracket. Beast coming through with also the surprise shot from Marcus. He went ahead and upset Mr. Muggs, who himself upsetted Haven. So some pretty interesting bracket on that lower quarter, and we're going to be seeing the fruits of their labor.
Yes, we are. It's so hard to seed a bracket these days. Honestly, Fusion does a great job with their seeding. I remember last week they had it like almost perfect, but it's just too many good players these days. We need to nerf these mid-level players. It's too much.
Truly. Put them back in the dirt where they belong, you know?
Yeah, put them back with me at the bottom.
Yeah.